10 seconds remaining.
Well, Team Secret do have first pick themselves, so if they want to go back into the old ways, they could try and first pick the bounty. Oh, you get two good gods.
Radiant team banned.
We should also welcome everybody who's watching Thunder TV. Oh yeah. We've had a changing of the guard casters, so be myself and Bob. Hello. But you also have down on the couch, Gods, Shiva, and Owen Erdy.
Okay. Team Secret down their own function, but I've been in the back one maybe. Well, Secret has been a little bit more than analytics, but both like it.
Radiant team
So what are we expecting to see? Who's Drow?
Drow somewhere, disking looters. There's only fun illusion type areas of Drows and all that, so I expect one of those options, I guess. I mean, I had the full wide open.
10 seconds
Purely support fans at this point. Focus at the protect the mid lane fan.
5 seconds remaining.
With that, I guess Team Secret has played it a lot with Puppy.
Drow Ranger.
Probably said that first pick of Drow.
Radiant team pick.
Shadow.
Two small gods.
Team Luna?
Drow.
Yeah, I'm holding the Bounty Fan and Drow. That's too much. Or you know, this patch. No, I don't even take much credit for that. I feel like I've seen enough of these games to
Wow, what a surprise!
Oh, look at the silence of ban.
Team Secrets turn to ban.
Yeah, I think that's pretty sweet in the Secret, I think. The OD is quite good versus dealing with illusions, obviously, with the Arcane just taking them out almost instantly, plus the Drow to help him put out the laning phase. I know he's pretty dominant anyway.
And if it does go super like you don't have
10
always
seconds
an
remaining.
Drow with an axe. And that's
5 seconds
real fast as well. Although I don't think they wanted to go very late.
Do we actually see many other people apart from Cora build mags on the drawer?
Starting to do it.
Yeah, it's kind of like some games against illusions and where you really need to wait till you get it. Most Drows will do it sometimes, depending on the game.
Yeah.
I mean, from here, for Secret, like their for that stress meter build, that's kind of a bit more flexible with SC Luna. And pick up a variety of this here with this here and go all into a 5-9 build. They want to have some here that can deal with drought and good guys.
I'm wondering who Team Secret have on the front lines. Like they're all playing to be fairly tanky.
Void and what's the other one? Void probably one that sends that Dox is good. Before I looks like Axe really well.
Can you get away with running Gristle? Like his synergy with ERD is kind of nice.
No lockdown. You need like a control spell. That's where
true.
Void and Axe. The Void especially is pretty good, I'd say.
I want to play a lot of Timber, but
Is it maybe? And also
it's
no lockdown.
Yeah.
You run entirely relying on support send for patch.
it's not really like a hero that benefits to the Drow either. Because usually you want like a slider or something with some control to deal the benefit there. You don't need them.
Yeah, I wouldn't like the Timber, but again, it's only support, so maybe I'll just be like, hey, the other area. That was always good because you play as that pole position. Maybe we see like a copy slot. I didn't think to do for that.
Yeah,
turn to ban.
they're always one step ahead of you.
Or God is one step ahead. Did you call it first?
Hey, you can check in on the egg box.
Exactly.
Always consider myself.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
And so what was Secret not on the play? Okay.
Radiant team.
How much battery is so cool?
Yeah, Bat's like one of the few heroes that's actually one of the few like constant oscillators other than the axe.
Yeah.
It's still left there.
But I think there's a after this, so.
Nix is still there if you want to
Next.
wait here to try and pseudo penalty.
10 seconds
You
remaining.
say that's Skylight best here?
He's been struggling a lot on a lot of the offlane heroes. So I'm not really too sure. He
His
has some
best
rough games.
hero in the past was Naked Prophet,
Yeah.
Reserve time.
and he played Naked Prophet and I think Void as like the only two play for a very long time. So Void also still cool.
What do you have around with these guys? It'll be easier.
They will be back.
Yeah, still safe.
They go
Team
for they go for the
Secret's
back.
turn to pick.
They can just have their own out they worry about getting back later. They're hiding their strategy more.
Might as well pick up the support though, see a little bit more of the
10
F and drop.
seconds remaining.
But I don't think the admin drop necessarily influences their
5
offense. I think
seconds
it
remaining.
influences their support a bit, but there's
Disruptor.
Radiant team pick.
Grab against the Bat Rider. No sharp reliable stuns, however, yet.
I think the Disruptor starting to pull into other regions and stuff because this hero's been quite dominant. Except for the last game of BP, but
10 seconds
fixed
remaining.
audio in game apparently.
What is it? What is wrong with the audio in game?
Sound broken in Dota client, fixed audio in game. There's a couple people saying it, I'm not sure if it's
I mean, it was fine last year.
Reserve time.
Changed.
And we're appearing as though we're transmitting.
Yeah,
this
yeah, so if they're getting issues, it might be, I don't know, they should restart. Because we're shooting it in.
Hopefully nothing's too wrong.
I didn't probably say they made the last pick. That was the last pick, but yeah. Maybe next time you play the most shake it, different funky heroes.
maybe they try to take a page out of Liquid's book and pick that next support or something even. Quite good versus the ODM, I guess decent versus Disruptor. But it's one that it's not really normal to see.
But it's still odd for the secondary stun. You disrupt into Impale. Guaranteed way to hit that thing. We are also getting a lot of vision already for the Backrider.
Yeah. I think President made the land a pretty stable drop. They're not going to lose this game.
Team
So again,
Secret's
not the
turn
price
to
of
pick.
here.
Maybe next time we play support around.
But
yes, you know, at least possible.
It's possible, definitely. Yeah, it still leaves it open a little bit, but we do. Pudge usually plays it.
I was going to say, it's
we actually haven't had a support Miranda on our EU stream at all, actually.
5
I guess
seconds
it's always
remaining.
been four.
After I think had a banding.
It's popped up in the draft here and there. Like it's always been four. Like even when an OD's been picked up, like the Miranda was on the other team, like they've never been the same team together, like the old combo.
I'm very curious what the puppy heroes are going to be, because I feel like the majority of ones that he's been playing recently are all actually taken out.
But it's not a Alchemist.
Still bring back his classic jungle. I don't know if you want to bring back the Chan, you can bring back an Enchantress.
Needs assassin.
No. Against the next, against
Radiant
that rider.
team ban.
No, we saw this as the thing as support in the previous series.
I had the wrong mic selected.
I'm not sure. That's what Matt said. So.
We got one that we had.
Matt said Dota TV has the wrong microphone selected.
Well, you can just click on the settings at the top left. And most of us see the stream is fine. Settings top left. We go on audio and see if it's your mic. Make it, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like
It's, yeah.
I don't know.
You guys on the screen
Well,
can see
The,
how Mike physically
10
moving.
seconds
Ah,
remaining.
Yes. This is me talking.
That green bar.
5 seconds
so you could,
remaining.
if you done it, so you could just put the threshold down, mate, that's it. Like, just go all the way down.
Reserve time.
To do that,
Well, and the mic's on the team, yeah.
Yeah, just making sure that
it works
it's.
for all the people, so. And people are streaming there, so. There's no other microphone that would pick us up and stuff. No.
Someone's just saying the game sounds bad, but maybe it's going through the default.
I think it could be, maybe it was that threshold, maybe it was like cutting out. So it says, sounds like God is talking underwater. Huh? The sound, Dota TV is garbled.
Okay. Well, Secret ended up making the next one itself very good versus the Batrider, of course. And maybe that still leaves it a little bit open. That could be Puppy
10
Hero, that could be
seconds
Forest.
remaining.
This
Team
is bad.
Secret's turn
this
to
isn't
pick.
even Dota TV, it might also be the lobby. When they say like the lobby was hosting last time, we had to
Yeah,
do
it's
it up.
really.
So there may actually also be an issue on Dota's side.
Well, because apparently the SCA game coordinator gone down, so apparently
Oh, yeah.
stuff's going wrong.
Their last match was like 8
10
Yeah.
seconds remaining.
So stuff is maybe that's maybe the lobby you see.
5 seconds
Last
remaining.
pick for secret. What the puppy series?
I love how they actually banned the visage.
I was gonna say, I like how they banned this. Oh, so that's gonna be
Radiant team pick.
Throwback, but
that's quite a throwback, yeah.
Just checking, like which one's actually the free position, the ET or the Nyx?
Yeah,
It should be support. It should be support ET, right?
Yeah, I don't think like offlane other Titan's been around for like quite a while. But I like both bans. So I like the Finem ban the Visage obviously, and I like that secret ban the Dazzle because they don't want Finem to do this aggro type of potential that they've kind of been doing because they've been liking to put Skylark in some 1v1 because he does. I feel like he has been suffering when they just completely sack him.
no, that means they get to help them out. We'll see what MNT series is going to be if they consider support around or anything come up to that.
The plays are working, doesn't he?
He used to play a little bit. I heard really.
He's done one, I feel like he's done one game. He did one game in yeah. Yeah. And he didn't really get anything back. He lost that game. Yeah.
10
Admiral
seconds
Tonka.
remaining.
That's more reliable.
Yeah, that's better.
Let's hear if I can just kind of sit around mid lane, throw some torrents, help secure it. It's kind of like the overall alternative as far as mid lane is concerned. It's good follow up. It's good synergy with the Shadow Demon as well as around and with the setup as well as the follow up for the strike.
And it's good to play against these actually really defensively. It's like, thanks for the setup.
Yeah, even like it's in the team fight aspect as well, where you just throw that kind of ship when you get secret engagement, you get capture with the stomp from the team, throw a great ship and all of your round fight.
And then like later on, like much later on, if they get to that point, the X on the Mirana, and we see him like blinking, do the double star call, and just get X back and stuff. Like we've seen that from time to time.
That's good.
I don't think there's a clear winner based on draft.
I think I prefer secrets, but I think probably the other times, they choose some of the teams who's fighting out here because he's very, very good in the hill.
5 seconds.
I'm surprised we don't see it as much as he used to.
And they didn't pick anything like to immediately feel with it. Despite dropping first pick, they didn't go to anything that can really get close up in draft space too easily. I don't feel like they got the best answers there for it, so it's maybe slightly secret thing. I mean, secret come in his favor, so I mean, prediction for me would be in this game.
Yeah,
I think Anthony will lose this game on draft.
Yeah, I would probably be favoring secret a bit. And neither team actually has like a real stable frontliner though, which is kind of interesting to say.
We're gonna leave you guys to it though.
Yep.
See you after the game and stuff.
We'll have tons of fun.
Shadow Demon team, of course, level 1 smoke. They want to go for some nice little advantage play from the start of the game.
And OD, what are your finds on this thing?
Nah, but that's not streaming.
How does he move in and out? Okay, fine. Owen, your controls are terrible.
Oh, I disabled Zoom, sorry.
What?
Because I kept doing it too much, so. Sorry, we can
Okay, we're going to run with no zoom in this game, boys and girls, so we're always going to be up close and personal.
Yeah.
We'll fix it the next game.
It seems like Secret is aware that Finem's going to go for that smoke play. Because it is something that a lot of teams do with the Shadow Demon when they smoke into the enemy jungle. So, yeah, they do that. Secret's all put positioned around the bottom rune and Drow just sitting in his tower. So you can clearly tell that they know what's going on here.
Mm-hmm.
And they even put down a nice fast ward near that tier 1. So I'm not sure if it actually spotted the smoke, but
It's still going to get a lot of information up on the top right.
yeah.
So, Secret very early on, and still probably was smoking when he went, like, he was so quick up there. They just know that the second they move up. Observer Ward, very deep for me. It's like, what exactly is AF wanting from this thing? Like, is it just to see the rotations?
Yeah, that's pretty much all that's there for. See the rotations and maybe catch some nice little first blood since they played a while they're still smoked up. But yeah, for the most part, they want to keep eyes on where Puppy's going to be.
Long lane is going to be pretty easy. Mirana versus OD mid. The off-lane Batrider up against the safe tri-lane, and then Perez. Going to have the fun time on this off-lane. This is not a fun lane. Disruption into Torrent with the extra pop-up from Aruna.
He got the range creep in front. He did get the range creep in front. But they did a good job of pulling it onto their own range creep, so now he might only get like 1 creep of experience, but he's got the Iron Talon already prepped up to go to the jungle as soon as he can.
Already planning for the fail.
Yeah, it's a really hard lane for him to get an HP verse, but he actually now has almost a double wave, so he's gonna get a couple creeps of experience at least for himself, so that's good. That's very good for him.
As long as he can stay away from where Spartans was, maybe next time who are doing the best he can. The thing's actually coming at the thing, you know, screw this. Perez is already leaving.
Yeah, and we do see the Sentry Ward coming out from Highlight Out to lock out the Batrider's target a little bit lower for you. So the Batrider's not going to be able to stack up after that. He has 1 stack, but after that it's going to be unable for quite a bit.
Yeah, they saw that coming thanks to the Observer Ward that was already down from Puppy. I'm actually kind of surprised I thought Puppy would try and capitalize on that move over, because he is known with his EP just to try and steal experience and such. But maybe not worth it to give Batrider money. Well, Batrider's taking a lot of damage. With a Thunder Strike, the Drow range, you've got the call hours, the extra slot, one more attack won't be enough from Paladin to find it, and you're right, you just let the fairy fire off his sleeve.
Still though, getting pressured very hard, and Forever is a bit ahead of him now at this point. Just when sitting in the jungle out of his Iron Talon.
We can try to control either way. But again, try and spend as much of his mana as possible before he has to grab that regen. There's Spartan. They really do not want Forever having any decent stuff, but he's already farmed up the 2 minutes. There's no ward that's left behind by Spartan. He didn't actually hold on to one.
He actually he blocked his second 2-minute camp by himself, so he actually only farmed the first one, unfortunately for Forever there. But yeah, okay. Spartan definitely wanted to go and make some nuisance, so Forever can't just farm that camp over and over with Iron Talon. And now Spartan makes the move to the top lane. He's like, alright, Skylark's getting pressured a bit too hard, and we don't really need to be down bottom.
I don't know if this is really like the greatest safety in the world. I love this build as well from MP. The second point up in the cold arrows. Now he's got his boots, he can always get the slow on the Batrider. Batrider can't break free, but just won't have the movement speed on him, even with his own boots.
Yeah, I really like that as well. It's great because he's also playing versus Bat, so he's getting sticky charge, or he's getting magic stick charges anyway, so he might as well expend his mana, and it's very valuable to have that to get kills from the laning phase.
Paladin only had his second level, maybe he could have had the wall up. And Spartan's trying to be a bit of a pain in the butt. He's just going to poison up while MP is looking for the farm as well as mainly the levels. Getting a lot of levels considering this is a defensive tri-lane.
Are you going to get cut off by mid one? No, mid one actually didn't. Oh, they actually left the region there too, but Puppy. Oh, the courier!
Oh, okay. That's not meant to be there. Not enough time from Spartan. The arrow will connect, however. Holding the OD in position. Mid one's not healthy. The stomp from Puppy trying to create the space mid one. Make sure he doesn't get hit by the poison. He got hit by the second, but it should only be level. Yeah, it's only a level 1 poison. So not too much damage, but with a rotation for maybe next time.
High.
He's already used the Torrent, however, so the X-Mark's going to bring it back in again, but it's perfectly in synergy with Thug's arrow. Bringing down Disruptor and letting AF spill the first blood.
At Finem working on their laning phase, look at that. Quick rotations, usually we see them a bit more static, and that's usually their downfall, but this time, bringing 3 heroes to the mid lane quite early on, and that's definitely beneficial for them picking up the nice kill on High with the great synergy from Thug and MNT with that X-Arrow play.
What a great time to rotate as well. So it's not only left Madara exposed, Madara's having a great time because the Nyx Assassin is like trying to scramble for any kind of farm which is outside the lane. And the lane equilibrium was on Madara's side as well.
Yeah,
so
it's something that
he's having a great time with this farm.
Something that we've said like a lot of times. When it's a Luna just straight up free farming with no contention with this SD, it's actually quite a huge problem. Skylark sees a double stack on the heart on the small camp. He tries to clean it up a bit. Puppy takes most, but still, Skylark level 4 or only level 3. So lane's looking pretty good at Finem right now.
Still want to see a little bit what happens when this Drow hits level 6. How hard does secret pressure? Okay, X marks. It's a level 2 X or level 1 torrent. This isn't going to be a hell of a lot of damage. In fact, he misses the combination. Means Puppy does not get connected on by the arrow, and mid one will move in. Paladin bringing in a little bit of assistance as well. Puppy gonna stomp, instantly hits the bat rise, he comes back out again. The orb attack plus the storm damage from Paladin gets that kill, but maybe next time. Pop in the tail of Puppy. Thug, he doesn't have the mana for a leap anymore. He's been hit too many times. When now mid one, he needs more damage. He's lost his support. Where is that deep? He doesn't have any mana to throw out the orb attacks anymore either. Maybe he's gonna hold him back in again, but in comes Forever. They want Thug, but Thug's also healing. The stun will connect. Mid one, he's got enough for one more orb attack, and then with his base attack, he'll kill off Thug.
And Puppy respawns already.
And he's right behind him. With the stomp, maybe next time, can't dodge it.
And they've got a stun from 4F to follow up. Will they even need it? Yeah, they should.
Just stun uphill, just to make sure he stays exactly where he is. And that's now a double kill, making sure that mid one now has all 3 of the secret kills.
MNT being a little bit too greedy on that initial X into Torrent, and they end up actually paying heavily with it because of the rotation from 4F.
I'm wondering too, like how much that helps. Drow hit level 6 during the middle of that fight, so OD, when he lost all of his mana, was still able to do some good damage.
As well, getting
working perfectly. He's dead.
Yep. Being a little bit too over eager, trying to go for that full camp. And that's 2 deaths on Skylark, like we've mentioned. He's been playing a little bit too over-aggressive whenever he's in that off lane. And he's level 4, so he gives up a good amount of experience to the Elder Titan and the Drow Ranger.
Looks like MP did a lot of setup work as well. Like, he was not healthy when the Nyx Assassin came in.
I love this. I was actually about to mention that this is something people used to do a lot. It's like, either they used to put supports in it, but now MP's like, alright, my Nyx needs some levels. I'm just going to go to the jungle because I'm a Drow Ranger anyway. I don't need to really be in the lane, so giving 4 out of the lane is going to give him the great levels which he needs to get his level 6 Vendetta and Arcane Boost on a timely fashion.
It's kind of funny because most of the time you do it with the Morbid Mask because you get the lifesteal, but
Yeah.
Cold Arrow Drows you can kite so easily. And he actually with the 3, like it's a 3-0-3, not even a single point up in Gust on the Drow Ranger.
Yeah.
Suppose it doesn't really help you that much against the Batrider. What are you going to do? Stop him from Fireflying? He's probably going to have that already triggered.
Yeah. Skylark does have a nice triple stack to catch up on, so he's gonna get he's probably gonna hit almost level 6 off of that since he's already 4.5.
I'm expecting a little bit more pressure to come out from AF on the bot lane. Like, with no Nyx Assassin, with him rotating out, like, Luna can easily just be disrupted up with Spartan and attack into the bottom tier 1 tower and look for a push. Instead, they 3-man smoke maneuver, and they're coming up to the mid lane.
I think this is kind of obvious. They don't see anybody in the bottom lane now, but
At the same time, like, mid 1 as well as Pilot Eye, they're a long way over this river.
Madara takes a crazy path. Does he get spotted by the creep wave? I don't think he actually does.
Maybe not around the back corner, the courier. Don't think that saw him either. But then with the attack, Thug's so low on life, he gets the torrent to connect. But Mirana flips back again. They put the trigger the Moonlight Shadow. Mid 1 so low, he can't get away from the Fireflies. Actually comes because it ends the killing spree on that front. As Team Secret are in full retreat back behind the T1 tower, Paladite trying to use his net to hold Spartan in position, but the Taurus still connects with Puppy. Here with the Spirit, here with the potential stun in AF. 4 heroes right on top of
Are you gonna walk into it? Oh, no.
Madara turns on the ulti, MP gets instantly evaporated. He's an extra beam connecting on a Perep. He'll miss the stun. The Puppy sleeps. Holds Luna in position so Madara doesn't instantly move over, but the torrent, it connects. Perez Fire Carapace will save him from the loser beam attack, but not from Skylark's basic. And again, another arrow connects from Thug. They attacked at the Elder Titan. He will drop Secrets. They're dropping like flies around the mid, but they at least get a small consolation prize in the form of the Batrider into the tier 1 tower.
I love this. This is actually amazing. Like, we've been seeing these SD Drow, like Luna, or SD Luna, and with the Drow, it's just like, alright, farm and then make action happen. 12 kills, 8 minutes, what more can we ask for now? Diving in the mid lane all over the place, everybody's just running over there. MP with a bit of a misplay there, walking directly into the Luna Eclipse. But still, incredible aggression there from Finem. Rather than trying to push that tier 1 as you were mentioning, they decided to smoke and make a play at the mid lane. I feel like though, like you were mentioning, I think that they could have actually pressured that bottom tower a bit when Orab was making that rotation toward the top lane, so.
It's just the interesting choice. Like it's like a conscious decision from AF. Like it's fight, not push. As long as they can keep that up. Like moments like this, glimpse back into the wall. The Spirit is gonna be an easy stop. Puppy's waiting out as long as he possibly can. Allows MP to rotate over, giving him the kill and really pushing MP towards the items he needs. He needs that Dragonlance. Needs to have the range on AF. But here comes the push finally from AF as well. So tier 1 tower on the bottom lane. There's no way Rev defends this. The only way to defend this is if ET actually TP's down, but Puppy's TP's on cooldown for another 7 seconds. So it's just Arcane Boots, spam up, but it's SD Illusions of Madara. I'm still waiting for the Puppy TP. It's like, oh, they actually, are they sacrificing, okay, they're sacrificing the T1 tower on bot lane to get levels on Puppy, so we'll have the Earth Splitter.
I think that's okay. I don't think that this tower is that incredibly important at this point. It probably should have dropped already. That's probably what they're thinking.
With the Moonlight Shadow, is this like an indication that AF was expecting Secret to engage on them?
I think they wanted to make a play with Skylar because he TP'd to the mid lane. And look, he's actually invis. He gets into a decent position. Is he spotted? He is spotted.
Yeah, the Dire Observer Ward saw him just as he went in. The Moonlight Shadow wore off just as he was entering the bush.
Oh, if he dies again, this is going to be like 3 back-to-back deaths without a minute to leave.
From his Secret, there's no way to get there. Like, they're 3 heroes preparing to push the tier 1 tower on top. They're not preparing to defend the mid lane. And now you've got mid 1 who's obviously farming under an Observer Ward. Like, they're scanning, they still know the Batrider is there. That's the Dire scan, just in this area.
Well, they know he's not top, so they're just going to pressure the top lane then, while Finem pressures mid. Now we do see actually Kunkka setting up. They want to defend this. They want to fight this for top. Do they have the
Radiant's
both? Not quite yet.
He's still short of level 6, but if they take
He's
it
got
to
level
3,
3
they
X.
can have it, so X-Mark is spot. They're doing it on Highlight Die. Highlight can try and glimpse one of these guys back again, but with Disruption, the glimpse happens, it takes the SD away.
That actually probably helps the SD.
Morana was still able to destroy a tower in the meantime, and looks like Disruptor got the one on top. So it's a tier 1 for tier 1, plus the extra hero kill for AF.
Fairly even, slightly leaning in Adfinum's favor though right now. I think that their big issue is Skylark, honestly, right now. Forev has much higher net worth, and Skylark has way too many deaths. He has to really be careful with how many times he dies in this upcoming future. He really needs to get his drum, blink dagger, because he's their form of initiation besides the Kunkka. They can't only rely on Kunkka X.
But it's funny, with like the way the fight's been so scrappy, you're not even relying him to have that blink dagger just yet.
Yeah.
Like the SD, the Morana arrows keep connecting, the Kunkka's doing work.
Yeah.
So with all these heroes, like they're still closing the distance on Team Secret. MP's bailing out, they don't want to get involved in this. In fact, he just goes to the tier 2. He needs the courier to bring out that damn Ogre Club, so he's got his Dragon Lance finally.
Yeah, Madara pressuring the top tower.
Good observer ward.
Secret though is smoked up, and the ward doesn't see them obviously because of that smoke, so they might be in some trouble. Skylark might just eat the gank though.
They saw MP moving into the lane.
They don't want
Skylark moved up. Yeah, they're actually moving over, but they may not have a choice. So with MP here, the Firecrappers will hold him, but the Spirit is following Madara into the tree lines. Now he TPs as the Stomp has already been expended from Puppy. Spirit unable to follow too far.
Honestly, just Calling Blade and cut off instead of getting stuck in that one spot where he gets stomped down, so good stuff.
Disruptor died in the mid lane as well.
Yeah. And Thug's actually getting a pretty ridiculous farm. This is going to be an extremely early Aghanim. He only needs one more component, pretty much. So down to 800 gold, so yeah, 1200 gold until he has it.
And he's even going to come up and steal some of Secret's farm if he wants to. Unless he's going to try and hit an arrow onto Forev.
Oh.
That's what he's thinking about. He's prepping it. So Forev walks in point blank. Oh no!
I don't think he would. I really don't think he would actually kill him anyway. But still, yeah, missing the arrow there. At least he's putting the pressure on. You know, he's not trying to be this just farmer at this point. He's trying to just still pressure Secret a bit and force reactions.
Oh, Puppy's not going to get that. Half a second. He can't even get the money for it. And that's the first sentry ward for Team Secret.
This is good though. They're causing pressure and alleviating the pressure off the Skylark, so he's able to get a little bit of recovery farm. But yeah, 5 deaths now on this Batrider.
Mid one's still looking very good on this OD. Like, he's running Hand of Mice, he's got his 5 kills, only 1 death, the name of the OD. So having an OD that actually does damage during a mid-game fight is looking likely for Team Secret.
Yeah, the Midas is a contingency. He wants to keep pulling ahead more and more. And I like Midas, of course, on OD, so you benefit so much from it. You need levels, and you need the attack speed as well.
Yeah. I don't think Secret's also going to be that worried. Like they're losing a lot of life when they're out of towers, but you're also running a Drow Ranger.
Yeah,
Like,
it's gonna happen when you're versus this SD Luna. It's just. Let's see if Adfinum backs up in time.
yeah, they already did. They also had a sentry ward sitting just to the side of the lane. With the observer ward that's up a little bit further to the north, they actually see this perfect little window. So if Nyx Assassin tried to come into them from the west, they would know about it.
Yeah, nice warding coming out from Adfinum here for sure.
Very difficult to de-ward both of those.
And Forev's Vendetta is going to be wearing off in a moment, but he's rich. So look at Forev's got 2k gold. What?
Is he just saving straight for Blink Dagger, like the perfect counter to a Batrider, or is it even worthwhile going for like Ag straight up? Because he's got a lot of money.
I think probably the Blink, because he's their initiator, he's their setup right now. I mean, they have the ET Stomp afterwards, but he's their first and foremost. If they're able to blink and just catch the Batrider, if the Batrider blinks and lasso someone, he can just blink Carapaces, it completely messes up Adfinum's at least Adfinum's that form of their initiation.
Well, there it is.
Yeah, he does pick
Blink
up the
Dagger up. MP is also going to go for a little bit more stealth. He's going to go for a Shadow Blade build over on the Drow.
We've been seeing that a lot. This is pretty much the standard build that we've been seeing now, the Dragon Lance into the Shadow Blade, but he actually didn't go Ring of Aquila in this game, so they actually I don't believe they have one. Yeah, they don't have the Ring of Aquila on the side of Secret, so that's pretty odd to actually see the Drow Ranger not have that.
So no aura from it, but at least like the mana is still going to come in from the OD.
Yeah. It's all nice to have like that little +2 armor and everybody.
Let's get Vlad's instead a little bit later on.
Yeah, that'll probably be Puppy picking up a Vlad's. It's like his favorite item, basically. Not on the other Titan so much, but
Does that doesn't mean Paladin's going to get enough money,
Radiant's
like
bottom tower is under attack.
enough money to build the mech for the team.
That's the one thing that's actually curious is usually that Secret actually does have one of those heroes that builds the mech. Maybe this is the game where they don't need it anymore. By the time they get a mech, it's going to be so out of favor.
Well, there's your Aghanim Scepter. Took just shy of 1630 to do.
Yeah. Still probably looking fairly even on the net.
Oh, wait, I'm hearing an X. I'm not seeing an X though.
Spartan.
Oh, it's over on Spartan.
A dewarding X.
I was looking at Disruptor, expecting him to be X'd up. They didn't have vision of the high ground at the time. So they fall back in the battle. Paladin's going to go for the solo pick with the follow stun. Finem comes in and then Vendetta does the last bit of physical damage to bring down the bat.
Skylark, man. Don't need to be so far up there.
And look at the timing too of his death. Like the amount of money he's got, 1600. He would have been fairly close to having his blink dagger, but every death just keeps delaying this.
Being 6 out of the 8 deaths is definitely not what you want to be doing as your offlaner, but he's getting close to that blink dagger at least, so there's that. But they're definitely telling him, man, like they're probably like, man, come on, we're making so much space for you.
Can you stop this? We saw in the last series just how important it is to get that early blink dagger. Miracle displayed that one with his Magnus.
Yeah, a couple of the deaths are fine, you know, whatever. 1-2 deaths if you're forcing experience, it's like okay, but when you're level 9 Bat Rider and you're giving up like this many kills, you're actually just giving up so much experience to the enemy's force.
The only thing which is probably offsetting at the moment is the amount of towers they brought down.
Yeah.
But actually think about that, there's still only like 1 tower ahead at the moment, and MP wants to open up with the Luna, the Moonlight Shadow, gonna trigger the shift, as well as the Charm, both fly in, but MP already did what he wanted to. He kind of forces Madara off the tower, now Finem blinks in, gets the stun, Luna still infinite, but that Moonlight Shadow wears off in half a second, the Eclipse turns on, Finem by camera will save for 1 point of damage, but not enough. The SD is still there, great torrent from the SD up to the Gunka.
Is he gonna survive this?
No, there's no stun from that one, Mid-1, you see him!
Oh my god. He even gets the kill on the Nyx with the Eclipse. They used the Sanity Eclipse as well, so they expended multiple, and the Earth Splitter, so Secret expended so many different ultimates, everybody rotated there, so this is just so much space for Finem. Madara with some huge plays with Spartan there.
You want to know the really sad thing?
Oh, no, mid lane.
I'll watch the mid lane, so it looks like Mirana, the stop will cancel the TP, as well as the last point of damage. But I think with the Vision game, the Gust pushed back.
Yeah, it pushed him into the corner.
So when the OD came up, he didn't have the straight up vision. If the Gust actually didn't push him there, he would have seen him and would have imprisoned him. So the escape wouldn't have happened.
That was still huge plays coming out from Madara and Spartan. They even got the tower. And now Skylark has his Blink Dagger finally, so they have that little initiation tool. And they are smoked up, so they're trying to make a play off it right away.
So you're one tier 1 and 1 tier 2 tower ahead, but your net worth is level. Like, it's completely level at the moment. Experience is going the way of Team Secret. I still look towards mid-1. He's the top now on the net worth board. And there's a lot of money coming into the supports. Like, your Bat Rider is just... He almost has enough as much money as Puppy does. This is an issue. This is a way to get around that issue by killing off Highlight Eye.
Yep, as he's trying to D-ward, he gets taken out.
Is that Blink now? There, he's got the Blink.
Yeah,
so it was Blink plus Source Initiation.
Got a little bit of go. We do see actually mid-1 actually also picked up a Blink Dagger on the OD. So, interesting little pickup. It's always a great saving tool on yourself. You Astral and just blink out every single time. It's also just great for positioning.
That's a next level safety for maybe next time. X-Mark D-warding all the time. Doesn't want to take the risk of Team Secret initiating.
Yeah, it's got mana boots, whatever. Got the mana to expend it.
Alright, mid-1's on the hunt. Damn, he's got a lot of money. He might be looking for more if he can find Thug, the blink forward, the imprisonment.
Do they have the stomp in time? It looks like they should have it. Yep.
Hang on. Looked up the wrong target. The gun moving in there. Mirana can't Moonlight Shadow, can't leave out. And the Storm made sure she couldn't go anywhere either. The Glimpse dragging back the Conquer. He's going to X-Mark. The only imprisoment's there again. It's going to be Finem copying the damage. He gets away. The Sentry Ward was down. The Eclipse doesn't finish the job as Finem scuttles himself out of here. Mid-1's pretty low as well. They're not finding the opening there. But Disruptor...
Got the X on it though.
Yeah, mid-1. He's going to stop in prison. The timing should be right, so X marks the spot, doesn't drag him back.
That was a sick play by MNT though. He gets glimpsed and X himself and actually survives that entire engagement because of it, so they actually only end up losing Thug out of that. I thought they were going to lose multiple different heroes because of the way it was going down.
All Secret, go back to lick their wounds for a moment.
Dire scan. Looks like they were maybe expecting Finem to go for a little bit of a play there, but nope.
Does mid one go for survivability now? Like he just spent. It's gonna be
Mystic Staff, probably. Yeah, Mystic Staff. He's gonna, maybe the Shivas or Hex, right? Rush? Probably the Hex since he has the Blink Dagger, so they have that extra form of initiation. That is what he did yesterday versus, I think, the Nyx Assassin on Miracle as well.
Will be a good way of catching out Luna when she doesn't have a, well, even if she does get a BKB, it won't matter. The Storm follow up, that Luna just has to keep sitting there. Skylark can't find his opening yet, but Pardite dragged back in. No Storm, 8 seconds on cooldown. Highlight won't live that long, but the drones got the high ground. The ship, the torrents all flying in. Most of Secret managed to dodge this, however, with Moonlight Shadow, AF will try and battle from the shadows.
A little bit of weird spell usage there, but looks like it should be Finem favored.
Barev's on the hunt. He's going to assume there's a sentry ward somewhere around here. And with the movement in, he actually hits the Luna. The follow-up stun. She's still invis, but came in range of the tower for a moment. Barev copying a fair chunk of damage from the Mirana. The Gust, the leap away already in time. Dodges that one, but they can Spirit. Don't all group up. The Great Wave takes the arrow for MP. He would not be able to dodge that with so many sticky napalm charges. Just turning left and right wouldn't have worked.
Finem win there. Even though, win that fight there. Even though Skylark's last spell was completely countered by the OD disruption instantly, they net the kill on Pi, they actually don't lose anybody, and they get the tower. So. And Thug gets a regen, so sweet, full HP. You didn't even have to use it actually, he's full HP anyway. Just kidding. Have to keep... No, he didn't get X-Stone, okay. So now he's going to be picking up that Blink Dagger as we were talking about, so now they can do that nice little combo, you know, the X into the Blink double Starfall, which is a lot of burst potential at little to no risk.
So that's going to be a little bit more useful for Secret once they have the pipe that can survive the start of that. MP needs to get this Gust off or else Slug's just going to leap himself away to safety. In fact, there goes Shalif. No attack and, well... he has nowhere to go. He's waiting for his blink to come off cooldown. Not going to happen. And 4 heroes from Secret surround him very quickly. 50 seconds on the sideline.
Not getting in the tree line where he probably wanted that leap to go. But...
He needed to move just a little bit further forward, but if he didn't do it, he would have got hit by the Gust, and then there wouldn't have been a leap.
Yeah. Nice rotation there from Secret.
What level? Is that, yeah, it's level 4 Gust now, so yeah, he wouldn't have actually made it to the trees in time.
And Finem instantly smoke up now, though. And they have a mech finished up on the Kunkka at base as well, so they at least have that extra healing potential on top of the Ghost Ship with their urn, which does... Secret actually have an urn? They actually don't have an urn on the side of Secret, so they have a little bit of extra sustain on the side of Finem when they go for those pushes.
Looks like Puppy's the nearest to it. He's going to throw down a sentry ward. Now if he's looking for any kind of ops, he throws a Spirit down the mid lane. And that instantly gets pinged out from AF, so they're looking to catch Puppy as he's retreating back through the mid. With the Firefly up, Puppy's still just far enough out to be initiated on, and they jump. The last suit goes to work, and that's one very dead Elder Titan. That's a 5-man smoke maneuver. Oh, Courier, don't go too close. That's got the plate melt, so loses Shiva's guard.
I like how though, like Thug dies and they smoke up and go for a play anyway. Like that's really nice by Finem. It's unexpected as well.
And the big one they got, like you pick up the Elder Titan, so there's no Spirit Stall, which Team Secret was using to keep AF off their mid-tier 2 tower. And with the SD Illusions plus the Mirana Manta, like that tier 3 tower is already down to half-life.
Nice glimpse there from Pi, if you saw what he did there. They X'd the Shadow Demon, he TP'd home, and then came back with the X, and Pi glimpsed him all the way back to base. So, double fountain trip for Spartan there. But, and it looks like Midone actually went for the Shiva's Guard instead of that Hex build, though. He's fairly squishy, actually. 1100 HP on Intreds. Now, Secret. Another smoke coming out. This is like the battle of smokes this game, I feel like. Every single time it's up, it's been used.
Are they all on cooldown now?
I think for both teams it must be.
Maybe next time. You don't have time to de-ward there. He may have actually almost broken the smoke on him, but okay, Farev walking underneath.
They're pinging out
the sentry ward, but they're looking for the target. Maybe next time, Torres behind it actually hits the Invis Nyx Assassin. They sort of knew he was coming, but it's a better storm out from Highlight Dive. Holding Thug in position, already dropped the ulti very early on. Defensive disruption, now going to let the Mirana break free, but the Spirit's done. Perfect out from Puppy. Everyone looks tired as they have to move, wake up from their slumber, and Puppy dragged in. There's the X, the Torres not quite right. A little bit of a missed chain of ability down from AF. So Team Secret taking through a lot of this. Puppy's actually making a break for the Roche pit to try and go for this. Oh no! He got disrupted up to cancel, but he actually gets hit by the arrow. Roche will would have been fine, but MP in the middle of this engagement, copying way too much damage from the Luna, but the illusions still doing their work, bringing down Pylai Die. Mid one's on the run too, but Skylark is all over him like a hot rash. Mid one's got the damage available, but will it be enough? No, he's gonna die so quickly.
Oh, 20 HP! Oh my, that was such a scrappy fight. Misspells all over the place. Nice little plays there by the other Kardel getting a 5-man stomp, but then MP runs in, gets caught under the sentry ward for a moment. Even though he gets a nice gust, he gets completely bursted down by the double starfall. It's actually putting in so much work.
And now AF gets to have Roshan.
Yeah, you saw as well, the OD, because of this build that he went for, he's so pushy. He died pretty much solo as a sub there once he blinked in and got that off. And now, yeah, Roche potential. They have lots of earn charges up on Spartan.
Poppy's going to try and slow this down, but he won't make it in time. Roshan is dying too quickly or willing. That spirit needs to make his way down. It's going to come into the pit and actually hits Roshan. It's still killed by Radiant. And Luna gets the Aegis, the Immortal. No follow-up, straight-up stop, but with disruption. Nope, it's just trying to save Madara in case somebody was coming.
You see what MNT's doing? He's carrying. He had like 3 salves, and he's running around salving his teammates during that. So that's pretty funny. But the sustain coming out from Finem actually just is showing there. They had the mech on top of the Kunkka. The boat sustain really helped them throughout that entire fight. These little heals actually is pretty much what won Finem that fight. And the urn actually put in a lot of work as well from Spartan. The fact that Secret doesn't have a mech or that urn is really hindering them a bit.
Kind of feels really odd too with Team Secret's positioning, like the Drow having to be right in front of the Luna.
Yep.
And she can't get herself out because she went for this like Shadow Blade, which was her way to run in, but doesn't help with all the sentry wards. Like there's so many sentry wards down from AF all the time. They don't see this, however, which is Skylark needs a little bit of extra help. Skylark starts his farming and MP, and he's going to Shadow Blade in as well. There's no sentries repealing the movement of Pylai Die. But they're flagging the fact that Skylark's run all the way up looking for a kill. So Puppy, Spirit down, there goes your hit. They can flip us back now. They're pulling back to the dire side of the river, right to the stomp of Puppy. And with the extra hit, that's a very dead Battlefighter early on, but they tried to Moonlight Shadow save him. The Sentry Ward gave the extra vision, but Dara doesn't see Pylai TPing out.
Blind
potentially he could have gone for the Lucid Beam and stopped it.
Skylark playing, that was just crazy. Again, like he's just playing a little bit too overeager. But still.
It seems to be the tempo that AF want to set. Like we've had 30 kills in 28 minutes, and that's only because it's slowed down from what it was.
This is great though, honestly. This is what else could we have asked for in the EU playoffs?
Yeah, I think we got ourselves a good game.
Yeah, this is pretty incredible to watch. Both teams are very, very keen on keeping their vision up, keeping the aggression on. They're not trying to let any downtime happen in this game.
I have Skadi, freshly over on Madara.
This is an interesting build. I like it a lot versus the OD because then you pump up your int, so you're not really too worried about just getting hit by a catastrophical OD ultimate. So it's nice. It definitely helps out, as well as giving them a bit more chase potential, of course. And then tanky illusions.
2.7k life on a Luna. If she also finishes up a butterfly after this, you're gonna have a lot of heroes who are behind. Is it actually still worth MP finishing up like the full Hurricane Pike? Is there anything else better to get? Like, is it worth turning off Luna? Getting silver?
I think he's just gonna wait and decide and see like how the next couple of fights progress and see how much his money actually goes up. Maybe he can just go rush for a butterfly if they win like some commanding team fight. If not, maybe he'll go back for more of a defensive Hurricane Pike.
It's a base trade, but Nyx Assassin, perfect time to have his Aghanim Scepter sitting behind the tier 3 tower. Assassin's done the mana build of the Luna. Remember, she still has the Aegis, the Immortal, perfect SD. With the disruption, saving Madara and giving down the extra illusions. If Rev got dusted up, the OD imprisonment, trying to keep that creep wave down.
Yeah, they actually imprisoned and glimpsed the Batrider, so I think Pilot Eye actually saved Skylark there. So now they do have the X coming out. Yep, bring back, let him full heal at base, let him pick up a salve, heal himself, bring him back, and keep doing this illusion push while they have the Aegis, because at this point, Secret all responded with 5 heroes going back, so...
It's kind of a pain for the supports where Perev's sitting, he worked as a glaive bouncer. So Paradai and Puppy can't even get like that close.
As long as they have vision of him though, because you are invisible in the burrow, so.
Dire's middle tower is under
Glimpse from Madara.
Over the wall, it gets up, Madara gets locked in, forever with the stuns, but then the torrent into Arrow, just has to sit there and punch BKB. The stop is there on PT, but the splitter just doesn't do enough work, and MC's too far up, he can't reposition. The Aegis wall, the only thing AF is really lost right now. Well, they're taking everything else from Team Secret. The blink away from the OD gets him out of trouble. But the ranks are exposed and AF trying to do the damage. Secret rallying as much support as they can, but now they're going to battle against the wall of Blaze. Arrow flies out as well. Pylai died. It's just in a game of baseball. He's playing catch on the back lines while MP. Oh, that silence doesn't last long thanks to Meta style. Neither does the Rax thanks to AF.
Too much sustain on the side of Finem. The Rum, they're taking like little damage inside of the engagements. Great initiation though from Finem though. They get the arrow up on the Nyx while he blinks in and lassos the Drow Ranger, so they got like a simultaneous nice initiation. Plus the mech, Rum, everything just adding up in Finem's favor with the Aegis on top as well. Madara just had no fear. He was just like, alright, well, I have Rum on me and I have 2.77k HP. I can just run into their base with the clips on and not care.
Is MP really going to go for the counter push with Maelstrom?
Is under attack.
He's still not getting his repositioning item, and every time he's in the middle of the fights, unwillingly in the middle of the fights. And now I just see him walking around with a mithril power.
Trying to deal with the illusions as well with the Maelstrom, maybe?
That's one way to do it, but you could also just finish up your Hurricane Pike and just get Nagadim Scepter.
I'll take that.
That may be a little bit more efficient and better for your late game build if you can survive that long.
Yeah, definitely a tough game for MP so far after having a pretty good showing in the laning phase. They just have so many different, the Bat Rider is just able to get on top of him, and yeah, he's just in the middle of the fray every single time it seems.
Like a fantastic start for AF. Smoke maneuver now from Team Secret. We do not have Roshan up just yet, so this is a gank attempt against AF. They only have one Observer Ward aggressively sitting down the Radiant jungle, but they find Spartan, so they do at least get one kill. Not really the one they wanted, but it's something.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what Finem probably wanted to happen. I think they could have been actually pretty aware that of happening because of this top lane being pushed in so heavily and no one responding to it, but still they lose the Shadow Demon, which is pretty much like whatever. Like, Spartan, good job, you tanked the gank.
That allows Secret to get some good warding down.
Yeah.
They put an extra one now down next to the tier 2 tower. That's a pretty damn aggressive ward, but at least gives Secret a very early warning system when AF are moving. Glimpse got it off in time. Highlight die, cancelling the lasso. But gets through the wall with the storm down. He cannot save his life. He might have caused a couple of problems for BKB. Triggers from the Mirana. You can't let the stomp go. Puffy or calculate his position. The stomp is perfect. Now going into the splitter. They're going to try and sweep him up with the sentry ward down. You can't hide the moonlight shadow. The OD he drops. He finds a double kill. The Eclipse is trying to his weapon. Nixon has a spike happen. Now Burrow strikes thunder. They have to hold. Madara positions a big kill. If they can take it, this one's trying to do it. He can't beat the jump and throw wheel. Almost 900 gold for the kill. Should pick up the SD as well. But now the extra help arrives. It's Skylark back to front lines, but Farev barred up, nosy safe underneath that sentry ward. Thugger and Skylark, what do? You've got no reveal. The stun's still there for Farev. He just tries to play the tank role. They bring in the sentry ward for Farev. Can he actually? He's rid of the sentry ward. I don't know. He can come back up. He's got another sentry ward. He's got another sentry ward there, but they got no way to instantly get rid of the sentry. They can't kill Farev.
That's like, how can you Iron Town while burrowed? What the hell is that? that was ridiculous. But still, yeah, they get Madara, but they lose everybody in the process. A newly picked up BKB from mid one, saving him for the majority of that time in that engagement.
They've had enough. They bought a gem. They just bought a gem from the SD.
I was gonna say before that fight actually happened, they should probably be looking to pick up a gem just because of that invasion play from Secret. So
it's still amazing how quickly the sentry ward's already coming out.
Yeah, that's just I can't. You can Iron Talon while you burrowed it. I know you can force. I think you can force that teammates as well, but
Force that yourself.
You're just gonna sit there. You get the Etherlands, get your Dagon, just sitting underneath there and just like entire time.
Spartan's like, I'm getting rid of this sentry.
Oh, is he?
He's
picking out. Okay, because the gem's over on the Bat Rider, not on him. And Spartan, well, mid one for Rev, capitalized with a double blink straight in, and Roshan is up in about 15 seconds time. So there's going to be a 30-second window where AF will only be 4 players While Roshan's up and even bigger, the BKB has to be triggered. This will be down to what, 7 or 6? 7 seconds now on the Mirana for a BKB.
Secret being very aggressive though now. They're not trying to let Finem make the plays on them anymore. They're just like, alright, we just gotta keep running at them. Every time we let them make the plays on us, it's very inefficient.
10 seconds.
I didn't actually notice this, but we did see this yesterday. Level 1 Vendetta on Pora. He even opted to get stats instead of leveling it up.
How do they know? They're actually waiting properly for... okay, they don't know.
They smoke and Roshan spawns. But yeah, they're gonna get this one for free.
It's very obvious for AF what's happening just because the creep wave's already in the top lane. So they have to actually TP somebody back, and Puppy's on the way to do it, or else they lose their T4 tower. They have enough damage to finish up Roche with just a 3.
They're drawing the line for the Roche right now, but
too late.
It's too late. That was a super ideal spawn for Secret.
That's so good for them as well. Like, you can imagine what would happen if you get an Aegis the Immortal onto the Luna just after she completes Butterfly. Team Secret would have like almost impossible defensive high ground. Like, it's already going to be difficult as it is. But they gave the Aegis to the OD. Kind of a downside for him, like he can't hold all that stolen intelligence.
Yeah. But he's still their big damage dealer right now. Once he gets a couple hits off anyway. They knew that smoke was coming out for Finem as well. They all backed up to the base because the bottom lane is pushing out. Now once Finem shows, they're going to be able to give a little leeway and get outside their base.
I'm interested to see if Finem just do a siege or if they actually wait out the Aegis completely. Like, if it's worth just farming up and then looking for ganks outside the base.
They have the momentum, like, pushing in that top wave, and they should be pretty aware of the fact that Secret should have no smokes. They've seen, like, 5-6 smokes at least coming out, so they shouldn't be feeling like they're gonna get smoked up on. So they're just gonna stay a little bit passive, but just farm a little, like, just farm their jungle, farm their bottom wave once it pushes in every single time.
Are they bringing out?
They should definitely
it's just obs and sentries on the courier. I'm liking the space that MP's getting. That money right now, he's 1,200 away. The Aghanims and Maelstrom is so damn good.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny because like every build we saw from the Drows who went for an Aghanim Scepter and the Maelstrom, it was always the Aghanims they got first before the Maelstrom. But maybe MP just out of necessity had to get Maelstrom first. I still kind of wish he had a reposition of better than a Shadowblade, but this will still work. It'll still get him to the point where the Drow can quickly defend against the Lunar Illusions.
Yeah. And Finem being very safe about the way that they push out, like we were mentioning. They're just throwing illusions, throwing torrents from distance, throwing, like, Mirana leaps in, double star falls, and gets the hell out. They're not really trying to pass the river until that Aegis expires. But if Secret wants to make the move onto them, that's what Finem's kind of wanting at this point. They're just like, alright, just stay back farm, don't do anything stupid at this point. The game is very, very close. Little mistakes can just straight up lose it for you.
Yeah, it's really hilarious. Like these graphs don't even really mean that much anymore. A difference of 8,000, 8,500 net worth, even in favor of AF. Like, most of that can just be recovered if Team Secret can win one good fight and push down the lane. Everyone is really capable of defending up against like the megas. Or the super creeps, not the mega creeps. So this game could definitely drag on for a while. And the Luna's gonna... Actually, does the Luna even get near her cap anytime soon? She's got more net worth than anyone else in the field, but...
She's still got 2 items she can replace. And he hasn't even grabbed the BKB, which looks like Madara's gonna actually go for next.
So you got BKB, then you got your Moon Shard, and potentially Hurricane Pike to replace the Dragonlance for something else.
Yeah.
She's probably like the only AC builder in a team too.
Maybe AC, maybe, I mean, if he looks at the item builds coming out from Secret as well, like maybe even just be able to buy a second Butterfly since they don't have any natural MKB builders and MP doesn't really have a slot for it. Unless he wants to go for it instead of the Aghanims, but it looks like he actually purchased up the pieces for the Aghanims, so he will have that finished up on the Drow Ranger. Nice little wards coming out for Finem, putting them pretty as deep as they possibly could get to just scout those secret movements.
So E-Blade pop Mirana's magical damage, which was already pretty brutal before. Maybe not as brutal because of the BKBs and the Team Secret cores. It's not going to be great for Pile I Die. He's got no escape at all. Might be another reason too why he's banking a lot of money. Wondering if Glimmer or potential like Yules would be a better escape.
Not too sure actually. Maybe just saving money.
Just holding
Saving
the buyback.
buyback too, just in case, yeah. Now he's starting to level up the Vendetta, which he was avoiding, as we mentioned.
Secret's done a pretty damn good job of keeping this top lane pushed out.
Yep.
Like for the last 5 minutes, it's always been hovering around this river intersection point. But now AF, they're grouping up. So Team Secret won't be too heavily pressured, the top lane's out far enough. So again, they TP back for Rev. He actually does TP while he was already burrowed. So when he arrived, it's already burrowed. That's useful.
Interesting. That's lovely.
Is there anything he can't do when he's in the ground?
No, that burrow. Lurkers, OP.
That's a tribute to Brood War. The mid lane illusion war.
They get the tower. That's actually very big. Aegis expires as well, so they're gonna be able to go siege that mid lane, and there's, like we said, no tower, so if they're able to just start whacking on that, the glaives start bouncing, and it looks like mid one. Does he actually finish up the sheep stick? He does. He's about to buy it, yeah. Okay.
That's a huge amount of intel also flooding into him. 75 plus 73.
Yeah. Lots of intelligence, instant disable as well now. Not having to rely on his teammates for that.
He still wants to have these nice long sustained fights. The Yodi's good at cleaning up the illusions, and just because of like the proc ability from Maelstrom, on all 3 attacks of each one that MP pops out.
Butterfly though. Just gonna keep throwing the illusions.
Yeah, Butterfly's a pain. That's why they need a true hit. For Secret, they're coming out mid one. Not of the cover of anything. With the gem, they do see the sentry wall that's down on. So they jump forward instead. Forev, Spire Carapace up, MP being chased down to Madara. They bring down the Nick Assassin gem. True side being lost. MP can't run away. The Giant goes way too much, and the arrow holds him in position too. The Nick fires back and wants to join the engagement too. But where do you try and engage? Mid one can drop the ulti, but really it hasn't done enough work. Madara was protected by the SD. With the 12 of there as well, the bounce was perfect. The arrow timing won't be. Allowed to blink back from mid one, but he's still X-Marked, so he's brought back to his death. Puppy will die as well, and that was the last roll of the dice. AF will take game 1 of this best of 3 semi-final against Team Secret.
Yeah, they felt like they kind of had to fight because he's like, alright, we're just going to get whittled down by these illusions. It's too much for us to handle. They go for the play and move outside the base. 4-up actually gets grabbed up instantly, and that's like, once 4-up gets grabbed, the fight's basically over for Secret. They need to do some miraculous plays without 4-up at Finem, showing their prowess in team fights. And they looks like they're trying to solve their laning phase issue. They were super aggressive.
They were rotating like non-stop. Let's actually get thoughts from the couch.
Hello.
You were watching. What did you think?
The Liquid today and a new Anti-Mage, they just played their hearts out that game. That was impressive.
I mean, that wasn't even outdraft or anything like that. That was just superior movement, superior decisions. It was just really good.